Tonight on Q2, walking out over wages.
We're just hoping to get some better pay to be able to live.
Employees at a Billings lumber company now on strike as they look to push toward a deal, plus storming the shop.
You just sit there and watch your property get gone, and there's really nothing you can do.
Auto businesses working overtime as Monday's hailstorm continues to be felt by residents. And a wedding day disaster?
Somebody came through and destroyed all their decorations.
A Montana couple's special day begins in horror, only to turn up roses. The MTN 530 News starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Andrea Lutz. Our top story, chance signs and a growing picket line outside the Boise Cascade Lumber Company in Billings. Workers are on strike demanding better pay and health care after contract talks broke down. The walkout has stalled operations and sparked a tense standoff. Matt Carmack takes us to the picket line with more on what workers want.
Honk for a living wage, on strike for competitive wages, and Boise Cascade pay your workers. Just a few signs seen from this group of employees on strike.
We work out in the elements, the heat, the rain, the snow. We don't get days off for, a bad snow day.
This group of 20 employees at Boise Cascade are on strike. It's a Billings lumber manufacturing and production company located on South 29th Street West.
My stomach's in knots, I've been here 23 years. I've given my all to this company.
Striking on Wednesday was Zeb Lavonik, who's been with Boise Cascade since 2002.
It was good. It seems like management and corporate have kind of changed some things up, and it doesn't seem like we're getting treated as good as we used to.
Employees with the Teamsters Union are seeking an increased wage and a change in health insurance.
They told us yesterday they felt the terms that they were offering were reasonable, but our members are saying it's not.
Every few years, the union renegotiates a contract with the company. Since April, the union and company have been trying to make an agreement. Tuesday night, those requests weren't met for a third time, and employees walked out.
This was a choice that the members made. They have to vote as a group whether or not to go on strike, and they voted unanimously yes.
Boise Cascade employees on strike say they'll be out here for as long as it takes until the company and the union can reach a negotiation agreement.
As long as my legs can go.
In a statement to MTN, a representative with the company disagrees with some of those employees' claims, saying, quote, although an unexpected walkout has occurred at our Billings facility after we were led to believe we had a tentative agreement with the union, we remain committed to open and constructive dialogue with union leadership. Our top priority is ensuring the safety of everyone on site. But Teamsters Union Principal Officer Jim Sumas says otherwise.
We would like to have a meaningful conversation. That's what negotiations is all about. And at this point, the stance they took yesterday was unacceptable.
The employees have been on strike since 7 p.m. Tuesday. Until negotiations are reached, the strike could go on for an undetermined amount of time. In Billings, Matt Carmack, MTN News.
Tonight, prison officials are staying tight-lipped about the death of an inmate at the Montana State Women's Prison. China Davis died on July 21st after a medical call inside the facility later pronounced dead at Intermountain Health. Davis was convicted in a deadly 2019 motel robbery. Corrections officials won't say how or where the emergency happened, and they say the coroner is waiting on toxicology results. Davis was serving an 85-year sentence for her role in the shooting death of Carl Archel Jr. during a drug robbery in Ballantyne. Her death remains under investigation. We're learning new details tonight about a deadly officer-involved shooting in Cody. Police say the suspect charged officers with a knife, forcing them to open fire. It started Monday night when an officer tried to pull over 22-year-old Lucas Alvestifer, originally from Michigan. He took off, leading police on a chase that ended when his car broke down. Police say Alvestifer refused commands, pulled a knife, and charged after officers prompting the shooting. He had 2 active warrants, including one for domestic battery. The officer is now on paid leave as the investigation continues. Baseball-sized hail totaled cars and roofs left in ruins. 2 days later, residents across Billings continue to pick up the pieces after Monday night's powerful storms. From torn-up yards to long lines at auto shops, this round of severe weather is leaving a lasting mark. Charlie Kleps shows us the damage and the scramble to recover.
As hail ripped through the Billings area Monday.
Sounds like somebody was beating my trailer with a bunch of baseball bats.
All Andy McClellan could do was sit and watch.
There's nothing we can do except sit back and let it happen. And I mean, I was just sick to my stomach.
He was among the many anxiously watching his property get destroyed, and the damage speaks for itself.
All across the windshield, lost both my headlights, both my tail lights. The hail actually went through the top of my mirrors here.
Damage to both vehicles on top of this shattered window on his trailer.
What is this going to cost me? What's the bill going to cost? A lot of us out here, don't have homeowners insurance.
The McClellans took their vehicle to an auto shop like Critelli's Glass down here in downtown Billings, and that's been keeping many busy across the city as they continue to repair this hail damage.
The phones are usually the first to ring off the hook.
The phones rang first, with tools following quickly after.
It's just a difficult situation for the customers out in the area that have got broken windows.
Keeping glass shops like Adrian Van Larhoven's up to their ears in business.
There's usually a little bit of a delay because I'm already booked with previous jobs.
Delays can pile up, but Van Larhoven says they'll do their best to speed things up for those impacted by the storm.
It's a coordination between the office and the employees in the shop.
A juggling act residents like the McClellans appreciate as they continue to pick up the pieces.
I'm very grateful for the service we had.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
I grabbed this video from around the visitor center in Red Lodge just about an hour ago when the rain was really coming down. But notice on Doppler radar, those areas of rain showers, thunderstorms, some heavy rain continue to fall there across Carbon County. And for that reason, there is now a flood advisory into effect for this area from Red Lodge out towards Roberts. 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, according to radar estimates, could have fallen, and that could be some problems. In fact, we're watching for flood potential here all across southern Montana into Sheridan County, Wyoming throughout this evening. Areas that got a lot of rain from yesterday could see some more areas where additional rainfall could cause some problems. Got a few clouds around on the Stockman Bank weather cam. Forecast is coming up.
Tonight, a hike turned violent near Red Lodge, and now deputies are searching for a suspect wanted in a dispute over off-leash dogs that spiraled into an assault with rocks thrown and a walking stick used as a weapon. It happened Sunday on the popular Basin Lake Trail. Our Hannah Pettiferi is following the case. She has the latest.
In the water.
Melissa Cole is an avid hiker.
Had a goal to go hiking once a week in the Beartooth Absarki Mountains.
Since learning about what happened on the Basin Lakes Trail, she's become more vigilant.
I carry a backpack, and I always have bear spray. I have a first aid kit. I have extra clothing and food and water.
Ready for whatever may happen.
Usually we prepare for wild animals and not other humans.
This all stems back to Sunday, when law enforcement says a woman was assaulted by another woman on the trail.
This female eventually reported this incident to law enforcement.
What started as a normal hike for the victim quickly turned scary after she was assaulted by the alleged aggressor.
At that point, it escalated from a verbal altercation to an actual physical altercation. We have had incidents before, but it's not common.
Sheriff Josh McQuillan said it started with an argument about dogs being off-leash and quickly escalated from there.
During that time, some personal defense spray was deployed, rocks were thrown, and then a walking stick was used by the female that had been running to try to strike the other female.
The Carbon County Sheriff's Department is asking the public for help in identifying a woman who was hiking here at Basin Lakes Trail Sunday morning.
We know that there were other people up there that day.
While Melissa wasn't there on Sunday, she says knowing about it has made her think even more about being considerate out on the trails.
When you're hiking with dogs, you have to be really careful and keep them on the leash and be considerate of other people and their dogs also.
In Red Lodge, Hannah Pettiferry, MTN News.
Anyone who might know the woman or has information about the incident is asked to call the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. The Montana Department of Health is sounding the alarm over West Nile virus. So far, 4 mosquito pools across 2 counties tested positive, along with 3 infected horses. Health officials say it's an early warning that West Nile activity is on the rise, increasing the risk to humans. The virus spreads through bites from infected mosquitoes. 1 in 5 people may develop mild symptoms, but 1 in 150 can develop serious complications ranging from paralysis or coma to vision loss. The health department warns the risk will remain elevated through October.